supplements for certain illnesses, diseases, and for diabetes, high blood pressure, arthritis, gout, asthma, immunity, for skin, to have glowing skin, for memory, focus, concentration, for peaceful sleep. So I'm going to go over each one. What are the supplements that you need for that? So before I go into that, I made a separate video, which is before this one, which a link will be provided, that gives you the foundation of nutrition and why you need nutrition before you can take supplements. Because what tends to happen, somebody will say, oh, you've got diabetes, then you need to take this vitamin, take this one, take this herb, take this, that, and you take all of them, you spend a lot of money, and you see no results. The reason you're not seeing results is because you don't have a foundation. So you need a foundation. So in a previous video, which is linked to this, I go over how to eat healthy so that you build a foundation. So once you've built the foundation, then when you're taking these supplements, it starts to work, because the supplements is dependent on your nutrition and the foundation of nutrition. This video is not about nutrition, about healthy eating. There's a previous video which the link is provided. This is a follow-up of that video to take you through the supplements for each of these problems that you have. So for each time, if you want to fix gout, asthma, or immunity, or high blood pressure, I will always refer you to the foundation. So please refer to the foundation, because that will help you understand how this thing works. And if I'm sure you're looking for results, you want results, this gets results as long as the foundation is in place. I teach you how to get that foundation in place. So go through the video. You can go through this and then watch the other one so that you have an understanding of both. So let's go on diabetes. What do we do? What can you do with diabetes? Well, there are before I go into supplements with diabetes, I always say do a liver cleanse. A liver cleanse is you use food, which is celery, cucumber, and lemon. You juice it once a day, you drink it, 1 glass a day in the morning. It cleans your liver, because with diabetes, I have found most of the people with diabetes have got fatty liver. So the only way to remove the fat out of the liver, so the liver can filter all the problem, because for diabetes, there's other things that need to be produced by the liver that helps with reversing diabetes. So do a liver cleanse. There's a video on liver cleanse. Please go through it. It explains more in detail on how to do it with those juices. So supplements for diabetes: turmeric, dandelion, milk thistle, and cinnamon. Turmeric, dandelion, and milk thistle is for the liver. Cinnamon is to help for the burning of glucose. It helps It helps insulin to carry glucose into the cells. What happens with diabetes? Insulin does not enter the cells easily. It is blocked. You've got insulin resistance. So it helps to get the insulin. It helps the insulin to carry the sugar into the cells for energy production. In diabetes, normally the sugar does not enter the cells, which means the sugar stays in the blood, and that becomes another problem. And then another thing to take in terms of supplementation: calcium, magnesium with potassium. That helps. You need magnesium. Normally with diabetics, magnesium levels are very low. You need omega-3, which is a good fat, and take a multivitamin and mineral. And there's another supplement to take, which is called cysteine, or NAC, N-acetylcysteine. The reason for cysteine is that cysteine will go to the liver and will produce a hormone called glutathione. So this is one of the very important parts in the reversing of diabetes. Is glutathione is an antioxidant. It removes junk and waste that's been sitting around the cells, which is blocking the sugar from entering the cells. When there's too much of junk, too much of toxins around the cells shut down. So when they shut down, it prevents glucose going into the cells. So the body needs a lot of glutathione to get the toxins out of the cells, so that the cells open up again and allow the glucose to come in and convert into energy, and your energy levels go up again. Right, so that's diabetes. High blood pressure. What happens with high blood pressure is that your blood vessels normally are clogged. So your blood vessels, have been damaged. They are hard because of the diet of junk foods. They become hard, they're not flexible, and by the fact that they become hard, the blood vessels now are able to attract or to catch deposits of cholesterol. If the blood vessels are very smooth, the cholesterol cannot stick to the blood vessels. But if the blood vessels are hard and damaged, they will have places where cholesterol can stick, and as it sticks, it builds up. And one way of building up, it actually combines with calcium, so you get calcium deposits. So this combination actually starts closing up your blood vessels, especially your arteries by your heart. And because blood has to go at a certain level, you need to have a constant supply of blood, but a certain volume to keep the same volume. And with the blood vessels closing because of the blockages, the pressure has to go up, and that's very dangerous. So what you do is you take lecithin. Lecithin is made by the liver, but you can also take supplementation of lecithin. It breaks down cholesterol naturally. You need vitamin D, vitamin K2, vitamin D and K2. Vitamin D keeps the calcium in suspension in the blood, and K2 removes the calcium out of the tissues. So the calcium that is sitting together in the cholesterol, lecithin and the K2 will take that calcium. The vitamin D keeps it in circulation. The K2 takes it to the bones where it belongs. Calcium should not be in your tissues, should not be in the cholesterol. It should be in the bones. So the K2 is the vitamin that carries that to the bones. You need omega-3 because your blood vessels are made of oil, so you need omega-3. You need vitamin C, B5, and those two produce anti-inflammatories. And lysine helps with the integrity of your blood vessels. It actually helps build your blood vessels and make it flexible. So lysine and proline are two amino acids which you can have in supplementation. So it helps rebuild your blood vessels with omega-3. Vitamin D and K2 carries the calcium out, and lecithin dissolves the cholesterol. So then it unblocks and it removes the blockages in your veins, and so that the blood pressure can go back to normal. Arthritis. What is arthritis? Basically, arthritis is where you've got calcium deposits have gone into your tissues, and with the calcium deposits have gone into the tissues, into the cartilage, and it creates a bit of a lack of, let's say, it's a lack of lubrication. So there's no lubrication. It's like it's touching. It can be bone to bone. So you start having inflammation. So what you do is you take vitamin C, B5, B complex, and omega-3. That is for inflammation. So you reduce the inflammation. And then you take vitamin D and K2, which I explained earlier, which takes the calcium out of the tissues and puts it to the bones. So those two will start reducing your arthritis. Now, when there's damage done to your cartilage, there's some other stuff you can take, which I'll cover just after this, after I've gone through this here. Gout is basically uric acid crystals. The uric acid crystals are like needles. The needles now go into your joints. This is your joints. So this needle goes into the joints. It creates a lot of problems. It creates inflammation, also same as arthritis. But you've got some external thing like the uric acid crystal. So now you need B5 to dissolve the uric acid crystal, turn it back to urea, and so that it can be eliminated in urine. And vitamin C, B5, and B complex and omega-3, these are for inflammation. And the herb to take is called devil's claw. So that's the supplements for gout. For asthma, there's two things for asthma. One is a breathing problem. So you have your lungs are constricted, so that's a nervous problem. You need to relax the nerves. And also, if there's blockages from phlegm, there's overproduction of phlegm, you need to remove the phlegm. So you have to have anti-inflammatories because the lungs start getting inflamed. And you need to have cortisol, and cortisol releases the phlegm. Cortisol makes the phlegm become loose. A sticky phlegm becomes unsticky, and it can be coughed out. So to create the cortisol, it's vitamin C, B5, B complex, and omega-3, same as the anti-inflammatory. That also produces cortisol. And CalMag with potassium will calm the nerves down so that the nerves are relaxed, so that you don't have constricted nerves. Otherwise, you need cortisol here for cortisol, which is given in nebulizer, and here you've got the asthma pump, or you need expectorants, which remove the phlegm using medication. So this is the alternative to medication. For immunity, to build up your immune system, you need to build up your warrior cells, and you need to activate them. So you also need, so when you build up your immune cells, they need to be given the weapons, the ammunition. So what is needed here is vitamin C, B5, B complex, omega-3. That also, when your immune system is low, inflammation is high. So that helps with the inflammation. You also need vitamin D. Vitamin D activates the immune cells. So you can have immune cells in abundance, but no activation. So you need vitamin D, which you get. And then to drop the viral load and the germs load, how do you drop it? You use herbs. So the herbs to take is a combination. You can take one or more of these things, which is astragalus, echinacea, African potato, artemisia, elderflower, olive leaf. You'll find products that have one or two or three of these together. So you can take those. So what the herbs do, it drops the viral load, and what these do, the B5, the anti-inflammatories, and the D, helps elevate the T cells and the B cells to go fight viruses and bacteria. So that ups your immunity. So if there's a virus or bacteria floating around, if your immunity is up, the likelihood of you getting sick again is much less. Your body is a lot stronger to fight the germs. Glowing skin. How do you have glowing skin? So in glowing skin, you need vitamin C, because vitamin C together with lysine and glycine to make collagen. Vitamin C activates glycine and lysine and bonds it together and makes collagen. In the absence of vitamin C, you don't have any collagen. So glowing skin, you need vitamin C. If there's any inflammation like eczema or psoriasis, you need the anti-inflammatories, which is B5, B complex, and omega-3. And then you also need vitamin A and vitamin D. Vitamin A for retinol. Retinol is a key component for skin. So you get your vitamin A and D that will help with this. So this is your combination for having glowing skin. And what tends to happen as you get older, when you get older, your skin gets drier because it doesn't hold water. And your skin, and this production of collagen also drops. You need a signaling molecule. You need to have copper. So I'll put here copper, which helps with producing what is called a substance called GHK, a copper peptide. When the copper peptide is present, it actually activates the body to make glycine. I will explain another later on in this video. I will explain how you raise copper peptides, because copper peptides are low when you're older, and when you're young, the copper peptide is very high. That's why your skin stays glowing when you're young. But as you get older, the copper peptide drops. Doesn't matter how much of vitamin C you take, how much of lysine, glycine, or collagen that you give, the body doesn't make the new skin because it's missing that signal. It's like when you're young, there's a green light that's on. It says make the collagen, keep making the collagen. But as you get older, that green light switches off and goes red. So how do you make the green light from red to green? I'll explain to you at the end of this video. Memory, focus, concentration. If you want to be able to focus, concentrate, retain your memory, main things is vitamin B1, CalMag with potassium. B1, CalMag with potassium, and vitamin B complex. Those three will help with elevating your memory and concentration, especially B1. B1 is very necessary to the brain, and magnesium is necessary to the brain, together with good protein. So if you're eating good proteins, with these things, those vitamins will elevate your alertness and mental sharpness. How to have peaceful sleep. If you're seeking to sleep, if your sleep is not good, you have interrupted sleep, you're looking for uninterrupted sleep. How do you do it? Main ones are vitamin B1. It helps calm your nerves. It helps calm your brain. Calcium, CalMag with potassium. Calcium, magnesium calms the nerves. So to sleep, what tends to happen if you're tense means your nerves are not nourished. Your body is tense, you can't sleep. So to be able to sleep relaxed, you need calcium, magnesium, and potassium. It relaxes the nerves, relaxes the muscles, and you sleep peacefully. And with vitamin B1. Now you need also melatonin, and you need GABA. Melatonin is a hormone in the brain which is made from the amino acid tryptophan, which comes from proteins. So from tryptophan, we'll turn to melatonin. Melatonin helps to calm you down, helps to relax your brain and for you to sleep. And GABA helps the neurotoxins, or helps the agitated toxins to be relaxed. So when you have a lot of agitation in the brain from stress or like issues that are troubling you, and the brain is not switching off, you need GABA to switch off and calm that down and stop the brain chemicals from continuing to excite you. And you do this at night. So these are the different supplements that you need. If you've got any other health issues that is not listed here, feel free to contact me. I offer a free 30-minute health consultation. In there, I go over your diet, I go over your foundation, which is in the previous video. Then we go over the supplementation, how to take it, in what amounts to take it, what else to do. And then another thing I do, that after you've done your foundation and you've done your supplementation, I come and give you I offer this next option. This is another option, which is the LifeWave X39. LifeWave is a patch. It uses photobiomodulation or phototherapy. Phototherapy has been around for a very long time. What this one does, it's a patch that uses your own body heat. Your body releases energy, it releases light, it takes that light in the patch, it reflects it back into the body. And that's called a form of phototherapy. Instead of having red light or having infrared beds or devices, this one is that your body is your own source of light. So you use this. So what X39 will do, for example, in diabetes, it will help repair all the damage that's been done to the liver. Any damage that's been done to the cells, it helps repair that. In arthritis, it will help repair all the damaged cartilage. So you will use this. So it does a repair for the body, because once you've taken your vitamins, the inflammation is done, that it does the repair. Same for gout, repairs damaged tissues. For asthma, it will help repair. If there's any lung damage, that will repair lung damage. So once you've got your cortisol being made naturally and your body is relaxed, but if your lungs have been damaged by COVID, your lungs have been damaged by smoking and all that, that will help to regenerate. It actually helps produce collagen. So for immunity, that is more for supplementation. For glowing skin, you definitely need this. This has shown remarkable results, because what it does, this is the switch that I spoke about in glowing skin. It's the switch that switches on the production of collagen. So when you're old, at 50 or 60, the production of collagen has gone down to zero. And you need new stem cells, or you need activated stem cells. It activates the stem cells and it puts the switch on. It elevates the copper peptide, and when the body picks up the signal of the copper peptide, it goes and tells the body, take the lysine, take the glycine, take all the vitamins there, and with the copper peptide, go and make collagen. So you find yourself getting a rejuvenation of skin, and glowing skin happens even when you're 50 or 60 years old, thanks to that switch. So you need that switch. So as much as I said, you have all the vitamins and minerals, if you do not have that switch, it doesn't happen. So it takes a much longer time, or it doesn't happen in the long run. For memory, focus and concentration, there are other patches for that. For peaceful sleep, there are other patches for that. There's patches that actually elevate melatonin. And X39 has also helped with sleep, because it elevates GABA. So if you're not getting sleep and you're taking all these things, then consider this as well, because this will add to help with the production of GABA. So I don't know what your condition is. These supplements work. Everybody is different. Some of them work immediately. Some of them take time. It just depends how far the body has been damaged. So you can reverse the damage slowly, bit by bit, with these supplementations. I hope I've given you some insights on what you can do. These are the things that have worked. I've worked with hundreds of clients, and these are the things I've helped myself. I've cured my asthma. This is my asthma formula. This is what I discovered. I had asthma for 35 years. I'm asthma free for 25 years thanks to this. And from that point on, I've been teaching people all these different, how to take supplementation and how to build the foundation of their health. Thank you for listening. I trust you're going to take advantage of the free 30-minute health consultation. Click on the link below, and click on the link to go and watch the video, which is the foundation for this, so that you have a complete rundown of nutrition, food, supplementation, and LifeWave patches, which gives you a holistic approach to actually bring yourself back to a young state and live longer and have vitality, full of energy, and enjoy life without pain.